everybody, and one of Newark, New Jersey's very own, making sure that children in need have what they need when it comes to education, mental health, and social services.
And as we continue to honor Black History Month, we want to highlight people from our area who are giving back to their communities. And as the president of the PSEG Foundation, Calvin Ledford Jr. does just that. So Calvin, thank you for being with us this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So you are a Newark native, so obviously you know what issues face that community. So talk about the challenges that you faced growing up there, your life there, that helped inform you with, what you do for the foundation.
Sure. Born in Newark and spent my formative years there. I attended Linden High School, and I'm a first generation to attend college. I attended Hampton University, where I met my wife, Dr. Dion Ledford, of 35 years, and we have two daughters, Jasmine as well as Jada, and they're both graduates of Hampton University as well.
Nice.
But I will tell you, it was difficult for me being a first generation to attend college, and I didn't, like many other students at that time in high school, I didn't really have anyone to explain to me and prepare me for what to expect. And although I made it through, it was difficult. I didn't have that mentor to guide me through. I wasn't prepared for potentially being homesick. Hampton University, as most know, is in Virginia, so that was new for me, being away from home. So, but I was able to overcome. I came home in the summers. I was able to, and that's where I actually started with PSEG. I started there as a meter reader. And I worked each of the summers through college, and after graduating college, went back full time. And that's where I've been for this coming March will be 37 years.
Wow.
Now throughout my career, it's funny, I wound up in the area of serving the communities and the foundations because it's something that I've done my entire career. While in Newark, I was on the planning board at one time. I was on the school board. I belonged to a number of fraternities, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, a Prince Hall Mason from Tower Lodge number 29, as well as James H. Fultz Senior Lodge number 47.
I want to talk about the foundation for a
Sure.
second, too, because it's so important to get to $1 million put back into the community organizations, right? So that $1 million given back out to the community, what kind of organizations are you helping?
So the foundation's pillars are environmental sustainability, social justice, equity, and economic empowerment. And it's true that we provided $1 million to a little over 350 organizations, but the foundation as a whole annually does about $8 million throughout New Jersey, as well as in Long Island in the communities that we serve. So through that program that you're mentioning, it's our Neighborhood Partners program. And the Neighborhood Partners program is approaching its 10-year anniversary. And we really look to reach out deep into the communities where some of the smaller nonprofit organizations can be impactful locally.
You even do school-based counseling?
Yeah, so it sounds like you're speaking of Main Street Counseling, one of the organizations that we support that's embedded in the Newark public school system, and they're involved and they help the individual families. They do one-on-one counseling, group counseling, and they're within about 8 of the elementary and high schools within the city of Newark. Real proud of that program.
Yeah, and you also want to bridge the digital gap, right? The digital divide, really, for some of those in underserved communities. How are you looking to do that?
So there's a number of ways. Now, we focus a lot in organizations like the Boys Club. A number of the local colleges like NJIT, Stevens, they have summer programs where they reach down into the communities and allow for some of the middle and high school students to be able to get involved in technology camps in the summer. We found with a lot of these organizations that talk about their impact in the community by reaching the students where they are, making technology fun during after school time. They don't realize how much they're learning, but at the same time they're being exposed to it.
That's wonderful. And you also provide scholarships, and how do people handle that?
So we partner with a number of the institutions of higher learning, as I mentioned, NJIT, Rutgers, Montclair State, Stevens Institute. And there's a number of out-of-state institutions as well, Maritime Academy in Massachusetts. And we're real proud of a partnership that we have with 3 of our HBCUs, Hampton University, Howard University, and North Carolina A&T.
Wow.
And each of those schools have their own scholarship and timelines. But for us, it's about New Jersey students.
Yeah.
It's about giving an opportunity to students from underserved communities, a lot of first-generation students, where they have an opportunity, even if they're going out of state.
All right.
Wonderful work that you do.
Yes, thank you.
Calvin Ledford Jr., appreciate you being here this morning.
I thank you for having me.
All right.
All right, and coming up, a bombshell diagnosis ahead of her tell-all documentary.
Yeah, how